everyone, Cornell here. Welcome to my Blooming Bakes channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make strawberry cupcakes. It's made with real strawberry puree, which gives it a lovely real strawberry taste. And we also add a bit of lemon zest to this recipe, which just lifts that flavor up and give it a really nice bright flavor. It's of course a very popular flavor for Valentine's Day, so if you're wondering what bakes to do for Valentine's Day, this is a really good recipe to use for that. For buttercream or decorating your cupcakes, please refer to my buttercream recipe for piping flowers. You can just add 2 or 3 teaspoons of water to that recipe if you just want to make simple swirls and you don't want to pipe flowers. And underneath this video I will give you a link to the flavorings that I use. Of course, in buttercream you could add, for example, half a cup of freeze-dried strawberries to flavor your buttercream, or you can just use really good quality food flavoring, and I'll give you a link below of what I use. It's got a lovely smell and taste that it gives to your buttercream as well. So remember to like this video if you find it useful, and if you want to see more from me in the future, please subscribe below this video as well. So let's get started. We're going to start with room temperature butter, and you need 85 grams of this. Pop this all in your mixing bowl. To this I'm going to add 200 grams of plain flour. It's roughly about 1 1/4 cups of flour. 225 grams of caster sugar, which is roughly about 1 cup. And we're going to add a pinch of salt. Might help if I open it. Three-quarters of a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm using a 1/4 teaspoon, yes, so I need 3 of those to make it 3/4. Half a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, or baking soda. And we're going to add 2 eggs. One. And 2. Right. So we're going to mix this now on a medium speed for about 20 to 30 seconds until it's nicely incorporated. Scrape down the bowl and give it another mix, in total probably about 40 to 60 seconds, until you see your butter is nicely incorporated. You shouldn't see any chunks of butter anymore in the batter. So let's do that. Let's give our bowl a little scrape down the sides just to make sure nothing is left at the bottom or on the sides. You can use your whisk attachment for your stand mixer, because we are making cake, so your whisk attachment is designed to add a bit of air to your batter, which will make your sponge nice and light and airy. Okay, let's give it another mix. just scrape down the sides again before we add the other ingredients. It's a nice thick batter now, and you can't see any clumps of butter, so it's all well incorporated. So to this we're going to add half a cup of Greek yogurt. So 120 ml of Greek yogurt. And this is going to make your sponge really nice and moist. Half a cup of strawberry puree. Now this is fresh puree. It's equal to about 9 standard size strawberries. It's very exact, but I promise you about 9 is going to give you exactly half a cup of puree. I just pop it into my NutriBullet, and it's literally 2 or 3 seconds whiz in a NutriBullet and you've got a lovely strawberry puree. Half a cup of this straight into your dough. We're going to add the zest of 1 lemon. So the amount doesn't have to be exact, it obviously depends on the size of your lemon, but I would say it's probably about roughly 1 to 1.5 teaspoons of zest. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, vanilla extract, a good quality one. Right, and we're going to give this a mix for another 20 to 30 seconds on medium speed until your batter is completely combined, and then we'll spoon it into our cupcake cases. Wonderful. So scrape all of the batter from your whisk. Don't want to waste any of this lovely batter. Oh, you can already smell it is so lovely. And the bit of lemon in this really lifts it up. Right, so I'm just scraping down. Always scrape down your bowl because there's always a tiny bit left at the bottom or on the sides, and you just want to make sure everything is incorporated fully and before you start scooping it into your cupcake cases. Okay, we're ready. So grab your cupcake tin. I've got 12 cupcake cases ready to go. Now I'm using muffin size cupcake cases, so depending on the size of your cupcake it will differ how many cupcakes you get out of this. This recipe is for 12 cupcakes, but I use quite big cupcake cases, so if you use standard size, which is smaller, you'll probably get more out of this. Equally, I just use spoons to scoop it in. If you prefer to use a cupcake scoop or ice cream scoop to be more exact, that's absolutely fine, but I've always just done it with spoons and it's absolutely fine. Now you'll see today I'm wearing my Piping Petals apron. Just as a reminder, I'm also providing online tutorials to teach you how to pipe buttercream flowers, which is a fantastic way to decorate your cake, whether it's cupcakes or big cakes. It is a really impressive decorating style to create very realistic cakes that looks just like flowers that you can eat. So if you haven't checked it out yet, the link to my Piping Petals website is on my About page on YouTube, so go and check those out. so there is our 12 cupcakes. You can fill your cupcake bases to about 3/4 full, and we're going to pop this in the oven for about 22 to 25 minutes at 150 degrees fan assisted. If you're using a conventional oven without fan settings, then probably about 170 degrees Celsius. Check it at 22 minutes, but because it is quite a wet dough and we've added fruit to the batter, it might take longer. So at 22 minutes, if you stick a cake tester in the middle and it comes out with batter on it, then it's not ready. It often takes a bit longer than normal cupcakes because of the strawberries in it. So let's pop it in the oven and we'll see how they turn out. And there we have it, beautiful strawberry cupcakes. They were in the oven at the end for 23 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius fan assisted oven. Just leave them in your baking tin for a few minutes before you take them out, and then take them out on a cooling rack to cool down completely before you try and decorate them. So I'm going to open one, even though it's still slightly a little bit hot, and let's see what it is like inside. Oh, it smells absolutely delicious. Let's just open it. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, very light sponge. You can see strawberry pieces in there. I can see a bit of the lemon zest. Very light, very airy. It is seriously good. Really good. Very moist sponge. The zest from the lemon, you can actually taste it, just lifts up the whole flavor of the cupcake. The fresh strawberries is amazing, and that yogurt just makes your sponge, even though it's a light sponge, it makes the sponge really, really moist. Beautiful cupcakes. So use this recipe, hashtag Blooming Bakes by Cornell if you use this. Send me some of your pictures as well. And as I said, fantastic choice for Valentine's cupcakes. Enjoy, see you soon.